Logic Pro 2. All right, I downloaded this to give it a go, and I tried yesterday and uploaded that video, and I wasn't very impressed. Today, I gave it a little go, tried to make a song with the session people, uh, and I did like it, but I don't know if there's a way to edit the sessions other than the parameters I show here. But that was a little strange that you're just letting this session player, air quotes, make all the decisions, like you're just turning dials. And I thought we could go in and edit the MIDI, which maybe you can. I just haven't figured it out yet. I did add some MIDI on here. I had some external effects. I think I added some external instruments. No, I couldn't figure out how to do that, meaning audio units. So yeah, this is going to be about 16 minutes of me just clicking on things and figuring things out. I think it's pretty self-explanatory, but there's some frustrations. Like the main thing is I keep tapping out of the project, thinking that's the plus button, or my fingers just, I have a smaller iPad, so maybe I'm just tapping it, not realizing I'm tapping it. But anyway, I keep exiting the project, which you'll probably see in here. It's kind of frustrating. I think I had like 4 or 5 tracks. I messed with the bass player, the keyboard player, and the drummer, and it's fun. I had a good time doing this, but I I'm like 50-50 on this app right now. I think it's really cool. There's a lot of stuff you could do with it. It does still seem kind of like a toy to me in some ways. Kind of like when you get a synth that, it's just one specific style. It's all patches. You can't edit them. I'm maybe just a little bit older with this kind of thing where I want to play instruments more, or at least sequence them, or be able to edit literally everything, and maybe get an idea from this session player. Like, oh, that's a good idea. I'll do a fill there or something. But that's it. Like, I don't want it to play it for me. Um, but maybe I'm misunderstanding all this. Maybe there's more to it. So I'll keep poking around with it. And I don't see myself at this point keeping this after the month trial. But I keep seeing so many posts on it on like Facebook or something, just that people love it. And I didn't go in and read the comments or watch videos or anything, because I kind of wanted to just go in here without any expectation and just mess around. Um, Honestly, if you got to compare it to something, right? I have Logic on Mac, and it's very different. It's got similarities, but this definitely feels more like GarageBand to me. And I don't mean, like I said, I don't mean anything in a negative way. This seems like it's a very full-on DAW. A lot you could do in it. It's pretty great. Definitely find a use for it. I switched back from Logic to Ableton a while back. I think there's too much you could do with some of these DAWs, and this may be the case for me with this Logic. There's just too many things, and I sometimes just want to have limitations. Like Chord Gadget has limitations, and they help me just make music, and I just go in and make music, and I don't have too many options. And I still discover stuff in Gadget. I've literally clicked on every button I can think of every time, doing weird timings and all kinds of stuff. And I just don't have the time to figure all that out in Logic, and I'm not going to spend, months learning it. I was so impressed with Loopy Pro when it first came out. I did the beta test, and I didn't think anything could rival that. I think this is different. I don't think it does rival that. I think Loopy, to me, can do a lot more. But yeah, it's more of a toolbox, or like a Swiss Army knife. And this is trying to do everything, like literally everything. Like I could not figure out how to add a AUV3 instrument in here. I'm sure it's possible. It's got to be possible. I just could not figure out how to do it. Did a lot of clicking. I do think the user experience is a little cheesy. I hate to say it, but I don't like the little icons of drums, and I don't know. I don't get it. So it looks like 5 years ago, if we saw this, it would just destroy every other app. That's what it looks like to me. But now, it's a little cheesy or something. I don't know. I can't put my finger on it. But there's a lot in here. I could probably have a completely different opinion tomorrow. And I could see that happening. So I'm just kind of winging this, and I just hit screen record and went. I didn't like edit this. Just talking over it as I go. Again, not editing that either. Just talking over it. So what else? I think the main thing that bugged me was the exiting out of the project thing. Like in the regular Logic on Mac, that wouldn't be so easy to do. I get it's a touch screen. There's limited space. I get all that. I have, like I said, I have the iPad Pro M1, the smaller one. So I did get used to the 12.9 when the iPad Pro first came out. I had that forever. Traded it in for this one, and I miss the screen space. My fingers just touch things all the time. I do have the Apple Pencil. I just don't like making music with it. Once in a while I will, like if I'm editing a lot on Chord Gadget, I'll definitely do it with Piano Rose or something, but I like using my finger. Anyway, here's me just and I don't feel like I made this song is the whole point of me talking. Like I these other drummer session things did. I feel like I'm producing, and that's it. And I get producer as a big word nowadays, but that's what it feels like. I feel like I'm in just a jam session with some other people, and they're doing this music, and I'm just kind of guiding them through it. Like, hey, we should put a distortion on that, or hey, we should, give me a little more fill there, or let's change the drum sound a little bit. Which I do all that in here, by the way. So if that's what you want to watch, sit back and enjoy. I'll stop talking. Here we go. Oh yeah, like and subscribe, all that fun stuff. Thank you.